The Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
This is me. This is Allie. We're married, but our pop culture references go over each other's heads. So this is the show where we bridge our cultural gap. This is Allie Hasn't. Hello everybody, welcome to Allie Hasn't.
We screwed up.
We screwed up, we done bad. And by we, I mean entirely me. This is our second time shooting the intro, because,
What happened, Doug?
Bad motivators.
So what happened was I set up the camera 100% perfectly. Everything was top-notch and good to go. And when we had our backs turned, Raccoon snuck in here, unplugged the microphone,
and then put it away.
Yeah, and rolled it up nicely, put it away, and we didn't notice until it was too late, and we already got through more than half of filming. We're gonna see what we can do about salvaging this episode. This will be an interesting exercise in editing. You know, I can't really ask, like, what are we all expecting out of the Star Wars Holiday Special?
I think it's going to be a top-notch Star Wars film. I mean, they didn't really know where the Star Wars franchise was going to go at the time, but I think they had a good feeling in the direction it was heading, and they committed. So I'm excited.
I think it's going to be a perfect amalgamation of all genres. An amazing variety show set in the Star Wars universe.
Great music.
Yeah.
New up-and-coming artists.
We're gonna really dive deep into Wookiee culture, everybody. It's gonna be big. So the Star Wars Holiday Special was a made-for-TV special, kind of right on the heels of the first Star Wars: A New Hope, before Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So you can think of this as the first bit of the extended universe, although George Lucas notoriously hates this and wants to destroy it. But it's too late now. Internet got a hold of it, and now you can watch it anywhere, but particularly YouTube. That's
I love that we say the internet like it's like this conscious being.
The internet has it. He gave it to his friend, the YouTube.
Yeah.
So we're kind of stretched in the rules a little bit here, in that this isn't a particularly important piece of my childhood. I never watched this as a kid. Actually, turns out this is my first time watching it from start to finish.
Doug hasn't.
But I just thought it'd be kind of funny to do and to see our reactions. And also, Allie's seen the original Star Wars, so this is the only Star Wars from my childhood that she hasn't seen.
Not just the original, but also the prequels. I just haven't seen the new stuff.
Yeah. So there's that.
I just can't wait to dive into this.
I think he's giving away some spoilers now. How he really feels about this. Let's watch. Okay, hi everybody. This is going to be a bit of an experiment. This is a very unorthodox episode of Allie Hasn't.
Because something happened.
Because, yeah, and you know what we should do is we should point out the moment that I goof up. We're going to be reacting to the footage of the whole Allie Hasn't video. So it's almost like a reaction video to a reaction video.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is not unheard of.
The layers, everybody. The layers. We're like parfaits.
Are we going to be reacting to, like, the actual film itself as well?
Yeah. Things that maybe we lost in the commentary originally because the audio wasn't there.
Okay.
Cool. Well, let's begin.
We need to provide a bit more information, like...
We can provide it as we go, since, we're just talking over...
we are talking over ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Your hair was so long. I mean, now it's super short. By the way, everyone, Allie got a haircut. She zizzed all the pink off.
Well, I didn't do. Well, yeah.
She paid a professional to do it for her. Now her hair's shorter than mine. Although I'm due for a haircut soon too, in just a short time. It's looking pretty 70s. It actually fits right in with the motif here with the 70s holiday special.
When was this recorded?
Oh,
Not the movie.
The Us.
Yeah.
The Us portion. Last year.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to have it for American Thanksgiving last year. Actually, we've missed American Thanksgiving this year as well. Because just due to timing and me sort of trying to figure this whole thing out. And I just sat on this project for so long because I just
Aw, Carrie Fisher.
I was really disheartened.
People are gonna wonder, what happened? Like, why is there no audio?
Because I didn't plug in the microphone.
There you go.
Because I did not plug in the microphone at all.
Oh my goodness, I forgot how horrifying. Oh my goodness!
It's pretty rough.
I forgot how horrifying they are. Oh.
Lumpy.
Oh, he looks like he belongs in a Pantene commercial. I am being subjected to this movie twice.
A second time. I'm sorry.
Man, what is up with my face? I was a little weirded out.
I don't know.
I was really tired around this time. I had woken up at 5:30. I look grumpy. I probably was. I was cranky.
Yeah, so yeah, you had an early day at work, and then your lame fiance brings you over to watch the Star Wars Holiday Special. I can understand why you'd be a little grumpy.
I mean, to be fair, I had asked for it. Oh.
Yeah, well,
He looks like an unshaved scrotum.
Oh, come on.
Am I allowed to say that? It's a technical term.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
It's weird seeing us hanging out with people.
So yeah, I guess that's another thing. Is that timestamp, everybody? This is
Was this November?
This is November last year. So there was hardly anyone. I don't know. Was COVID even like that early?
Yes.
Dispersed that point?
Because the first case was around mid-November, and I didn't hear about it until January, and then,
So yes, there you go. But it is
fall.
It's like feels like a whole different time. Yeah. Yeah, us being around other people and not being like, not even having it being an issue at the back of our heads.
Mm-hmm.
it's like
if somebody sneezes, somebody coughs. I mean, like
and I cough all the time. I even saw myself cough here already. So, and I'm always itching my nose.
When will my husband return from the war?
I mean, essentially that's what it is. The upside is that with them, just chattering away with no subtitles is that
You don't have to pay attention.
neither one of us, like, we're missing everything together, as opposed to like what normally happens where you're missing things and I'm like, oh, he said this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in this case, we're both like, they're just Wookiees yelling at each other.
When I'm watching movies, I probably understand like maybe 75% of what everyone is saying. And it's not because I have bad hearing. It's kind of like trying to figure out, I don't know, it's like an auditory process kind of thing. Like someone could be standing right beside me and I have to ask them what they said 5 times. And then I'll cut them off in the middle of them saying because I'm like, oh, my brain processed what you just said.
I hear this an ADHD thing.
Yeah. But then by the time I get it, I've already missed what other people have said.
Right.
Because I was trying to focus on like, okay, what just happened? So I'm like, so it's kind of like backlogging itself. So that's the explanation. So it's not me needing a hearing aid or whatever. It's my brain's weird.
Well, this is when the show starts to get a little weird.
Recreational drugs for
young Wookiees.
Yeah.
Use the special brownies that Mama made.
Dude, this just makes me miss the Summer Olympics. And they were supposed to be this year.
Oh yes, things you don't know necessarily about Allie. She loves gymnastics.
I love watching gymnastics.
And you know what? I get it, because those people are in incredible shape and can do things that I just have never been able to do and will never be able to do.
Yeah.
Especially not.
Oh my goodness.
Not my age anyway.
It was like the worst shot possible because he's like.
There you go. You have now officially wasted 5 minutes.
We have to have a specific amount of time. We have to fill it.
That's what I feel about this holiday special a lot. Oh right, it's weird to make up Luke Skywalker.
Where's Chewbacca?
Reaction. Oh.
It's interesting because like Mark Hamill's such a good actor,
Yeah.
but like,
Well,
I
he
guess,
can only do so much, right?
yeah.
He's not God.
Yeah, it's true. I will conjure up this perfect performance from nothing.
Not now, R2.
R2's nailing it though.
So I don't remember. Okay, disclaimer. It has been a really long time since I've seen Star Wars, and I've probably only seen the original movies once, and I've seen the prequel like maybe also once. But I was really young. So I can't remember. Can he actually understand what they're saying? Or is it guesswork?
In the first one, I don't think Luke understands Chewbacca,
Okay.
but Han Solo does,
Okay.
because they have a history.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think later on in the series, I want to say probably by Return of the Jedi, I think he understands Chewbacca.
Okay, but it's a possible thing to comprehend.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it is a language. It's just you gotta learn it. So we should watch Star Wars sometime then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. And I haven't seen any of the new ones. Like, what was it, 2015, 2016 when it came out? When it first started coming out? Yeah, I haven't seen
2014 even, I think.
Was it?
So yeah, this is a comedian named Harvey Korman, I think. And he's apparently very funny, but you know,
Gasoline!
there's only so much you can do with some of this content.
I look done.
Yeah, you know, you gotta admit, like, this is weird. The fact that, like, okay, yes, I get it. There's the joke of the whole piece is that he just keeps getting more arms. Like, he had to really rehearse this whole thing. He's like,
Or it could be like, whose line is it anyway?
you think he's improvised?
It could be. Not saying that it's...
I mean, maybe.
Because you know they have that whole segment where someone is like talking and then then another person will do their arms.
That's true. Okay, you know, yeah, maybe it is improvised, which might explain why it's a little bit haphazard.
You really think rehearsals happen for this movie?
You'd be surprised.
I was being funny.
So when this came out, did people protest for a rewrite or what happened? I know that it's negatively reviewed. Is that correct? Or is it kind of like
It was generally seen as like just dumb. Yeah, it was just capitalized on the fact that Star Wars was so big.
yeah?
You know, impressively, they did get all the main actors back. Oh, this is that segment that's really weird, where it's like
Yeah, because everything's been so normal.
no, but this one it has sort of this weird level of like Wookiee erotica to it, where she's like,
Hey man, there's something for everybody.
I mean, I'm very confident now that somebody out there has written Wookiee erotica.
I don't doubt it.
In fact, I pretty much would guarantee it.
I've
Do I
definitely
wanna-
heard worse.
what-
Rule 34, man.
Would I ever look it up? No, I'm not curious enough. I've been pretty good about avoiding things that I don't want to see on the internet.
Fun fact, in Mass Effect, there's a little, I guess like it's kind of like an Easter egg, and I don't know if I told you this, but you can actually buy alien porn. You can't see anything, but you can literally go to a kiosk and it says Fornax, and then it talks about how like its inception, and like, but on the cover of this pornographic magazine is like this jellyfish looking alien that's like just being sprawled out looking seductive, and I nearly busted along laughing so hard.
A lot of attention to detail there.
was
That's
great.
something the programmers were probably laughing hysterically about. This might be the most uncomfortable part of this whole special. Like, she's a nice singer and all, but there's just something like...
It's like there's a time and a place for these things, and
There's
it's
a-
not in a Wookiee special. I forgot that this was in his head.
Yeah, it's just weird and uncomfortable.
Oh, go bye, Allie.
She's with a friend.
If I recall, I didn't need to pee that badly. I just needed to escape the movie for a bit.
Dun dun dun.
I think it was you who said that in the the remaster of the original trilogy that the person who bonked his head, like there's now a sound effect? Was that you?
I didn't put the sound effect in myself, but I may have told you that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's in there now. They've embraced the blooper.
It's funny. Or what that reminds me of is in Dragon Age Inquisition, there was a glitch where one of the characters, instead of staying seated in his chair, he would glitch and be standing on top of it. And people would be laughing just like, what's happening? And so in the DLC, instead of fixing that glitch, they said that he was standing up there to get a better look of the singer in the bar.
Nice.
Because he was falling in love with her and her songs. And I thought, like, that's actually really funny.
It's a clever way to fix it, to fix the problem. Yeah. Allie returns.
Getting some Nazi feels here.
There's supposed to be some parallels, I think.
What are you hiding? House inspection.
Okay, so now we're in the musical number, Jefferson Starship.
We're all snuggling.
I have a Jefferson Starship album. I actually got it from Paul. Paul and Jamie, they went to Florida, I think it was for their Star Trek cruise. And then they came back and gave me a record as a thank you for cat sitting, Navi. You know, it's not a bad song. It's got some. It's pretty cool. It's just kind of weird that it's in here. It is in here. yeah. But you know, at least you can kind of put a connection. It's like, oh, Jefferson Starship in Star Wars. In the 60s, they were called Jefferson Airplane, and then in the 70s, they changed the name to Jefferson Starship because they're like, we're in the future now.
So I guess if they wanted to remake this, they would choose Cobra Starship.
Actually, and this is one of the reasons why this is well timed, is that there is a new sort of Star Wars holiday special that's coming.
You're kidding.
But it's Lego Star Wars holiday special.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a very.
It can embrace the silliness.
It apparently goes all in on the silliness. So.
I couldn't imagine someone like Daisy Ridley.
John Boyega. Yeah.
He'd be great though. What are you talking about?
No, I love John Boyega.
For like a production that it could be silly, I think he would excel at that.
Yeah, he could do really well. Yeah. He's British enough. Did you ever see Attack the Block? Did I show you that movie?
No.
John Boyega before he was in Star Wars. And he's so
good looking man, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I guess if you meet up with him, I won't get in the way. But yeah, Attack the Block.
Good?
Oh, it's so good. I really love that movie. It's a great monster movie.
Oh, it's a monster movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, the title didn't convey that at all.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I guess I won't get into it too much, but yeah, the monsters are really unique looking. I'll show you a picture of them.
Okay.
That movie kicks ass. This guy's on duty. He's just watching this.
Continue our search.
I don't like how much he looks at the camera. Like he just makes eye contact with the camera, and then like.
I'll forget this ever.
And I'm like, please don't do that.
If they put on sunglasses, they would look like Cousin It.
Totally. Oh, nice. The animated. Actually, this is probably my favorite part of the whole thing. Is this animated special? Or this animated segment, I guess. It's not a masterpiece, but it's. I just kind of like the art style. It just reminds me of that sort of that era of animation, like the 70s era. It was just full of kind of like some really interesting films. Like, have you ever seen, as a big Lord of the Rings fan, the 70s Lord of the Rings?
The animated thing?
Yeah.
I have. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
Well, it's incomplete because I know that they only basically cover the first book and a half.
Yeah.
Or was it getting completed by a different creative team, and the Return of the King one is not nearly as good. I mean, it's a very flawed movie because it's very difficult to follow, but it's got a really interesting art style.
I remember seeing the scene where after Frodo is stabbed and he's trying to make his way to Rivendell, and I was like, "Where's Arwen?"
Yeah, totally. I don't know if I mentioned that this is the very first appearance of Boba Fett.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know if you told me that on the day of, but
I
that's
probably
actually
did.
still really cool.
Yeah, like because he wasn't in the original cut of A New Hope. Oh. That he's only in the special editions that happened later on.
Yeah.
And this was before Empire Strikes Back, where he had a much bigger part.
I see.
This is the actual origin of Boba Fett.
Man, that's kind of crappy for such a prevalent character.
Well, if you think about it, he's actually not that prevalent a character. He's just sort of become a bigger deal character because people liked how he looked. But his part in this series is actually pretty small. He doesn't talk very much.
You
But
say that with a lot of characters, though. Just like small part, but super.
He had a big impact.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're getting close to the end of this, at least.
Oh yeah, we're getting close to the part where you notice. Yeah, everyone. This whole time he didn't notice.
Yeah, this is a long time Like, what are we at now? We're at.
And if I recall that
getting close to an hour.
there were a lot of funny jokes that I don't remember.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I just remember, especially Paul and I, like we were really giving it hell.
Paul hated this. He hated it.
He had never seen this before.
No.
Oh,
No, this was everyone here is the first time getting all the way through it. I had only seen parts of it. There's some parts of it that aren't that bad, but it's just way overly long, and the cringy parts are pretty darn cringy. So it's.
I mean, like if I think about it, like if someone did a really cringy short for Mass Effect, I'd be just like, I can't do this.
This bit I don't think works. I didn't think it was very funny at all.
This is supposed to be like a manual video.
Something like that. It's supposed to be hilarious. Oh, yeah, there's a look of contempt on Paul's face. he looked right at the camera, like perhaps sending a message to future Doug is like, "What did you make me do?"
I think the only time I've ever reacted negatively, at, like even worse than this one, was there's a movie with John Barrowman in it. It's like a knockoff of Jaws, and it's not even like a standalone film. It was like the third or fourth installment of this knockoff of Jaws, and it was so bad. I was actually mad.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was watching it with Kim. I don't know why I do this to myself. Like I hear about a bad movie, I'm just like, how bad could it be? And I'm just like, because I'm always hoping that it's like it's so bad it's funny.
Yeah,
but sometimes it's so bad it's bad.
That's the hope. Yeah. Is you want to find this this spectacular failure that was just like magnificent cheese. Like oh you couldn't make this stuff up. You know, I found movies like that.
Yeah, that's why your B movie nights are so fun. Because like everyone, we just roast it.
Yeah,
like a Filipino barbecue.
But then there's some things where it's beyond saving. Yeah, that's true. This whole bit, it's just so not funny. It's just really bad.
Oh, come on, this isn't funny. Like literally me lying down on your chest right now, I'm just like, end it. Just end it. The segment, not me. And it sucks. Like as much as I joke around with these kind of things, I feel bad because like there are people who did work hard on this.
You know, the thing is though, is that just like any piece of historical ham, this has a bit of a cult following. Like this thing is on the internet because fans preserved it. Like it circulated originally in bootleg VHS tapes. Basically, people were recording it onto their and like trading it and stuff like that. Fans kept it alive because they felt it was worth preserving, even though it's kind of a hot mess. So you gotta throw some respect in some ways. You know, it is a piece of Star Wars history.
As I recall, I think I really enjoyed this scene.
It's got some clever bits, and you know, B. Arthur she's got a on-screen personality.
Until now.
The bit does go on a bit long before it gets good, though. I'll say that.
As do all the other bits.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Look, there's a flower on top of it.
I see there is. Do you want another drink?
Flowers for you. I wanted to bring you something, and that's all I could think of.
I don't get many flowers.
Oh, I think you just realized.
There's the moment. There it is. It's like, oh yeah, and everyone's laughing at me.
What a nice.
And
because I just went like, what?
Boom! There it is. Okay. So we'll have to see how this cobbles together in the editing room. But yes, that is the end of this particular segment, and we will now transition into the original recorded material.
Maybe just to think about like what had happened after you paused the camera, because we didn't start recording with audio immediately. Like you had to take a moment.
We had to grieve a little bit for the
because we had gone through like how long has this been?
Over an hour.
Yeah. Okay. So we've gone over an hour watching this and then realizing that the audio wasn't recorded. So one, our jokes weren't recorded, and two, it was kind of like we went through that for nothing.
And also, like, you want to record a genuine reaction, so it's not like we could just go start from the top and do it again.
Yeah.
You know, we could try and reproduce what we just said, but it wouldn't be the genuine article.
I don't think we even remember what we said.
You know what, though? This really kind of cobbled together episode of Allie Hasn't, I feel, kind of represents the Star Wars Holiday Special as well. It's all kind of a jumbled mess. And we're just trying to make the best of it.
This was a holiday special for Thanksgiving, is that correct?
Thanksgiving, I mean, maybe this will be sort of people kind of use it as a Christmas special as well. Because it's Life Day. It's just a holiday.
Okay.
Okay, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Yeah, take it away, Doug and Ellie, from November 2019.
This is such a good movie.
This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It's pretty freaking cringe.
I'm watching the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's worse than this.
All he said was 6 simple words.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
my
gosh.
fingers.
Hey, it's the guy from Princess Bride. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Now, B. Arthur, she's in Golden Girls, right? Yeah. She used to scare me kind of as a kid.
Why?
She just seemed very stern.
Voldemort is. She's good though.
No. I mean, I think I appreciate her now, but like as a kid, I just thought she was kind of scary. Like she was the one who would like tell me off and put me in my room.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I feel like so many of their gags surround like being an alien or a robot or something. Like they were just. They're like, what's a weird thing that an alien can do? I know.
Those are the words she said.
Drink from the top of his head.
I think that's the words she said that he was waiting. Come back soon, I'll be waiting.
Which, and then,
I think because he heard her say it and he was like,
wah wah.
it's just like when old men start accusing, you work in customer service, like, oh, well, you smiled at me. It's like, I smiled at everyone!
I have to. It's
Oh my god, it's a musical now.
It's closing time.
One last time for alcohol, so finish your whiskey and beer.
She reminds me of Miss Potts from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah. Ah! I wasn't expecting that.
rat?
Rodents of unusual size.
And a 6-fingered man? I think we're starting to see where some of the inspiration from The Princess Bride came from. Yeah, what he said.
Language! What is this movie?
Spirit fingers.
Yeah.
He's like, you're dancing with me now.
It's Mike Myers.
Nice. She gets them all singing out the door.
Like how Thorpe collects all the glasses.
Yeah.
Like, you're not leaving with that.
Hands into the little barmaid or whatever the hell she is down there.
It's like Master of the House, but in reverse. Les Mis, anyone? No? No?
Dear friend.
Aww. The band. Oh, they're playing going out the door still.
So we have a clarinet, an oboe. Hodor.
Hodor.
Good night, friend.
You, stay here.
I love you.
Male missing from this household. It's possible he's one of the rebels.
One stormtrooper against 4 Wookiees. Every limb is gonna come off. They're gonna beat him to death.
You know, he with his freaking like freshly severed arms and legs.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like laying there, just like a torso.
Uh-oh. I played Battleship. B3.
I love Battleship.
C7.
Oh, he's
You
afraid.
sunk my battleship.
Why did he put his gun up? Oh, you jerk.
So this is why Han Solo's the favorite, because he saves the Wookiees.
That's all he does.
You have a blaster.
Wilhelm scream.
Oh, they managed to fit in the Wilhelm scream. How about that?
Everything's okay. Here's your daddy.
Who's your dad? What is he doing?
What's heavy? He's like trying to hoist him.
It's okay, everybody.
That was really tense. That was like the end scenes of Air Force One.
Get off my plane.
Harrison Ford's super. He's really selling it.
Like he's doing, yeah.
He's the best part of the
He's
movie.
like really. He's fully in.
No, what is happening? It's Harrison Ford, man.
The kid's creepy.
Yeah, he is.
I know it's
don't
just
know what
the way they made him, but he's freaking creepy.
Yeah.
Like,
Shit.
Chewie, you gotta beat your kid more.
Like how he grabbed the crossbow just to like wait to see if his wife was still mad. And then when she's like, "No, I forgive you," he puts the bow away.
He's like, okay.
Looks like I won't be needing this again.
Oh, they're going in for the kiss? Or oh no, they're going more sensual.
He's going for something else.
He's like, no new perfume.
She's like, "Pull on my whiskers."
And it does.
I'm a little turned on right now, but
Okay, careful. I gotta give kudos to the lighting team. They did a terrible job.
No, look at it. It's all.
Okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on.
supposed to be just glowing.
Okay.
If it was too lit, it would wreck it.
It's pretty lit, that's for sure. Get it, Allie? Get it? Are you awake? Are you alive? Were you actually falling asleep?
I'm a little bit.
Come on. Well, together we're strong! Together we're strong!
What the hell? Why?
Why did you wake me up to a cult?
Is this just the life celebration?
You have exactly as much context as we do.
So I don't know if it's supposed to be, hey, this is the light celebration, because right now it looks like there's a whole bunch of people walking into a bright light. Oh, here, look.
So they all like walking in this like incinerator, just like.
I'm losing her. I'm losing her.
How did these guys get there?
Movie magic.
Oh hey.
Oh, look at they all made it.
Why is he dressed like he was on Tatooine?
All of you are.
Or he's just like he's Princess Leia as well.
We're all the same. In
When
our
is this
struggle
supposed to
against the
take
powers
place?
of evil and darkness.
Uh,
Canon.
I hope that
Can.
this day
This
will
is
always
not.
be a day
This is
of
not
joy,
canon.
which
This
confirms
is
our
George Lucas
dedication
stripped
and
this
our
from
pledge.
canon.
And more
Okay.
than anything else, our love for one another. This is the promise of the Tree of Life.
What's the Tree of Life?
Terrence Malick film, I think. Yeah. One with Brad Pitt and
Avatar.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out how that fits into what we just witnessed.
They left all the
Why
trees.
is she singing at their celebration instead
Right?
of them singing their Wookiee music?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why isn't she going? Rah, 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 rah.
Right? Like, oh, it's your species holiday. Well, I'm gonna sing a song.
Typical white people. And Chewbacca's just like, oh, guys, I really didn't want you to come. Like, guys, can I just have some time with my family?
Yeah, why is she cuddling him instead of his wife, who has...
I think that his wife's gonna start reading between the lines pretty soon.
Do you want me to shave?
This is a song that they played when they defeated the Empire at the end of the first movie.
And now they've defeated that one stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And it's basically the same achievement. Remember that time you watched Star Wars, everybody? Well, here's some footage
We're
from
having a
it.
flashback right now, I guess.
Remember that time you enjoyed watching something that had the name Star Wars on it? This harkens back to that time. I would be very impressed if they got Alec Guinness to appear in this one. Look, everybody, I'm back.
Reads the script.
Peace.
3 MTV concerts, a musical,
It was a sketch comedy.
yeah.
A psychedelic, sexy trip.
Yeah, that one's almost the most puzzling of them all.
The music video. It's just a sexy music video.
Yeah, but she's not talking to him like she's this fancy.
Yeah, it was a personal music video. I don't know.
I really could have gone my entire life without ever watching that.
I'm curious what the whole point in having the kid walk in on the balcony was for.
Mala.
Mala, not Mama, Mala.
Ah, Mala. I was trying to hear. Somebody was interested.
Somebody was talking over the show. You're missing those crucial plot points.
Like, what was the point in the kid walking on the balcony? Just to show that he's like a rebel or something? Like, I don't...
Gary, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, hi everybody. So we watched the Star Wars Holiday Special. I definitely have not seen it from start to finish before. I don't remember when I originally just checked out, but you know, I'm glad we got through this all together.
I am in physical pain right now.
Paul's taking the lead. Please, Paul, elaborate.
That is all. I'm done.
How about you, Jamie?
Yeah. Okay, I actually enjoyed some of it.
okay, no, that's fair.
No, I mean, it was poorly put together. It was like they were trying to sales pitch, you know, these bands or these actors or whatever it was. It was pieced poorly. But I enjoyed some of the music. It was kind of fun. That's what I gotta say.
How dare you have me watch this?
You put this on me. I told you.
And then you're the one who said, "Oh, let's do it for Allie Hasn't."
I said, trust me, it's not worth watching. And then you're like, yeah, but I want to see it now. And I said, look, you think it's a good idea now, but when you're watching it, you're gonna discover it wasn't a good idea. I said that to you.
And we're supposed to be friends. Why would you do that to your fiance, to your friends? I'm glad Navi's already gone. She didn't have to live through all that.
Woo!
Dang!
Oh, darn!
That was pretty savage, but I love you, Navi. She's still a part of it. She's still a part of it.
She's off in the great catnip plant in the sky.
Despite my initial reaction, it's actually not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, it's not Trolls 2 funny kind of bad.
No.
It's boring, and it's definitely a bad film, especially for the franchise it's a part of. But honestly, I have a harder time watching the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I had watching that.
I still don't understand why you're watching Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because I'm trying to get to the 5th season. It really did feel like it was a segment show where it's like, oh, we'll have a music video here. Oh, look, it's being transitioned by other pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know really what to call that, but that's
variety show.
It's very.
Oh, is that? Oh, is that actually?
Yeah, it's
some
like
serious improv.
Yeah, like Carol Burnett and shows like that. They were variety shows, and they were just all like little musical numbers and like little sketches and stuff like that. But then they put it in the context of Star Wars. Apparently, is not a match made in heaven.
I'm not gonna lie, that whole musical number at the bar, I actually like the song.
See?
Yeah.
See? Some of it was good.
There's like Harrison Ford was good.
I expected them to have bigger parts in it, but no, there was only like a little scene of Luke and Leia, and they're talking to the camera.
I don't think they had that big a budget.
No, they're like, can you guys make an appearance? Well, we got 1 day to shoot, and they're like, sure. Yeah, definitely a lot more just like Wookiee banter than I was expecting. I watched so many bad movies and stuff like that, and this is definitely more in the realm of kind of boring and not really amusing.
Not like Trolls 2.
But also, like, I think because of its reputation, I also was kind of expecting worse because there were moments where I was like, okay, it's an interesting moment in time. Star Wars was a phenomenon in 77, but I think it still wasn't fully understood how long lasting it would be, and to see these sort of like funny like moments where they're capitalizing on it without understanding like down the road this one phenomenon is going to get bigger and more important in history. I don't even know if they knew there was ever going to be a sequel, but they're just like, we're going to get as much as we can out of Star Wars before it fades out, so we're going to make a holiday special and
we're going to make toys. You saw the commercial.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly.
How would you rate this on your like Duggometer when it comes to like crap films that you've had to watch?
What's worse, 1 or 10?
1.
Okay.
If 10 is like an objectively bad film that I love, like let's say Miami Connection, and then 1 is one that I just couldn't do it. Just no, I can't finish this. Not doing it.
And what would that be?
Dayu Zombie Bastards. It's honestly somewhere like a 5.
Okay.
Maybe a 4.
I was thinking the same thing, like around 4.
Like I could get through it, and you know, there's enough to like. It's not one where I'm like, no, not I like Die You Zombie Bastards and Poltergeist. I was kind of embarrassed watching it. I was like, this isn't making me a better person. Die You Zombie Bastards. I think it was before I even met you. We were watching it during a B movie night, and like it was getting really uncomfortable watching it with my friends. So I turned it off. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Should we watch something else? And everyone was like, sure. It was that level of bad. And that was a B movie night where we were all prepared to like roast it and everything. Everything about it was in bad taste and just like, I don't know. I can't.
Whereas like we're Trolls 2, like we had fun watching it.
Trolls,
it was
yeah,
so
Trolls
funny.
2 was really fun.
It was so ridiculous.
Miami Connection, we like you could just laugh and just have a ball.
Samurai Cop is funny too.
Samurai Cop. Have you seen the Star Wars Holiday Special? I gotta know.
Please don't.
If you have seen it, let us know what you thought of the comments down below.
I'd watch it if I had some time to give up.
There you go. It has an audience, everybody. Yeah, it's not a complete...
Of 1.
An audience of 1. You could do worse than Jefferson Starship. It's true.